Another month has come and gone, and while February didn't have much coming out, March really doesn't have much coming out. But there's a few things I've interest in, and one really big one for me. So here's everything I'm looking forward to in March of 2022. Before we get to games, the Games Development Conference is on from the 21st till the 25th. I think they show off some new stuff there and show updates and stuff on current games that are coming out, so that's something to keep an eye on. The Amiga 500 Mini is also coming out on the 25th, and I'll have a list of the games on screen because I don't really know much about it, but for anyone who wants to add more to their mini console collection, that's coming soon too. There's also PlayStation Plus games at the start of this month, which include Ark Survival Evolved, which is an online survival game where you can tame dinosaurs, Team Sonic Racing, which is, well, it's a Sonic kart racer style game, and the PlayStation 5 game for this month is Ghost Runner, a first person hack and slash style game where everything including you dies in one hit. Xbox players also have games with gold available at the start of this month, which include The Flame in the Flood is a survival game and roguelike where you have to craft and make things in order to survive. There's Street Power Soccer, which is a fun, over-the-top arcade style soccer game, which if you ask me is the best kind of soccer game. You got Sacred 2 Fallen Angel, which is an action RPG with an isometric style view where you have to choose between light and dark. And lastly you have SpongeBob Truth or Square, which is kind of like a collectathon style SpongeBob game. And with that all out of the way, let's get to the new stuff. Shadow Warrior 3 releases on the 1st, which will be tomorrow by the time this comes out, and I've never been that much into the Shadow Warrior series. Well, I've never tried it, but this might be one that I'll pick up with some, because it looks kinda cool. And I know a lot of people seem to have a big fondness for this game, so I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in picking this up.
Still got it.
Babylon's Fall is the latest game from Platinum Games and Square Enix. So I imagine for any big fan of Platinum games, this is going to be a must buy. Gran Turismo 7 is the latest entry in the long-lasting Gran Turismo series. And this is one I hope play early on. Maybe me and my brother will get it because he has always loved these games. There's not really much more I can say about Gran Turismo. It's one of the most famous driving simulation games out there, and hopefully the game will live up to its unnecessarily epic trailer that it had. And that releases on the 4th. Also on the 4th we have Triangle Strategy, which is the latest in the Square Enix Switch games. They're kind of inspired by old classic RPGs, sort of like Octopath Traveler, so probably anyone who liked that will have their eye on this one. Anno Mutationum is one that I just noticed a few days ago, and it definitely has my interest. It seems kind of like a cyberpunk RPG with some kind of mini game puzzle elements. I don't really know much about it, but it definitely looks like it could be, if nothing else, worth checking out. On the 17th we have Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which seems to be, I think, the first thing in the 25th anniversary of Persona celebration. Be warned if you haven't played Persona 4, I'm pretty sure this counts as a sequel as well as just a fighting game. The biggest game for me this month releases on the 18th. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. You might know that I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, so this is always up my alley. I even loved the first one a lot, so it's cool to see a remake of that one. I'll definitely be pre-ordering this one, and I just cannot wait. It's definitely my most anticipated game of this whole year by far. Siberia The World Before releases on the same day, and I'm pretty sure it's the 4th one in the Siberia franchise, which is a very fun point and stick style puzzle game. which I played the first one I absolutely loved. I hope to get into it more eventually. Rune Factory 5 releases on the 22nd, but only on the Switch so far. I really hope this one comes to other consoles too, because after playing Rune Factory Oceans or Tides of Destiny, depending where you live, it was one of my favourite PS3 games. Now for anyone who doesn't know, Rune Factory is a franchise that's kind of a half Harvest Moon farming simulator and half RPG dungeon crawler.
I do. Forever here. I swear all my love.
On the 24th we have Relayer, which doesn't seem to get talked about that much. I can't even find a Wikipedia entry for it, which is very unusual. But it seems to be kind of a grid-based tactical RPG with mechs, and from what I've seen, this game looks like it could be a real sleeper hit for this year. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one. A game I have zero interest in, but I know a lot of people do, is Ghostwire Tokyo, which is made by Tango Gameworks and Bethesda, so a lot of people probably remember the reveal trailer for this one. I really don't know much about it. It seems kind of a half horror, half action style game, so if it looks like it's up your alley, well, there it is. And that is on the 25th.
A new age will dawn.
Another one I don't have much to say about is Kirby the Forgotten Land, which is, well, this is the latest Kirby game, so if you care, you care.
A vending machine to attack the Nintendo Switch system, March 25th. Pre-orders are available.
And of course the latest in the Borderlands series on the same day as Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm not sure much I can say about Borderlands series. It's a wacky, over-the-top looter shooter. And lastly, on the 30th, Director's Cut of Death Stranding is coming to PC. So if you didn't play it on the PS4 or PS5, I think, here it is now. Also on the 24th of March, they're going to start the Halo TV series. And with rumours of them showing Master Chief's face, I'm sure this is going to be a very controversial series for a lot of people.
Need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
Anyway, that's everything noteworthy for me coming out in March of 2022. Be sure of course to let me know what you're interested in or if I missed anything big. And that's it for this month. Thanks for watching.